What's up, everyone? Cortez here from LeGrand Tactical, and today I wanted to show you how to make the ends from the Q Sling. I get a lot of comments about this one I created, just using the Q Devil slings and kind of just setting it up based off of how the original look. I get a lot of compliments on this sling and a lot of folks asking me what did I do to make it. So that's what this video is going to be about today. All right, so the ones I made more recently were these. It wasn't necessarily for this sling. I'm gonna figure out that color scheme real soon, but more than likely kind of put some blue shrink wrap right there, electrical shrink wrap, something. Or just make the slings all black, Sling Devils. Sling Devils all black. Paracord, a 550 cord black, this black, and then really allow this sling to stand out a little bit more. So we'll see. All right, so I don't have any more Sling Devils right now. So what I'm going to do is cut these off basically. Or should I cut these? Just make it black. Decisions. All right, let's just do the gray. Get that out the way. I do have more Sling Devils on order. Can't believe these things cost 20 bucks. But here we are. Maybe at some point I'll find a way to resource those a little bit better. So I have my Sling Devils. This is the cord I'm gonna use. I wanna make it fun today, so I'm gonna just use this kind of multi-color paracord. First thing you wanna do is just push it through here. Could have grabbed it from the other side and it would have been a lot better. But it's okay, we'll get it through eventually. Here we go. And then I just grab one of these and go ahead and slide that on. Like so. And then the same thing with this one. Grabbing that shrink wrap, putting it through here. All right, so now we got something. And then guys, so you know, these pieces right here weren't easy for me to find at all, but I was resourceful and was able to get it. Here you go right here. Here are the two I'm gonna use today. But if you go to Hang Free, shout out to Hang Free, because I didn't even know this was more like folks that like the rock climb and different things like that. This D-ring right here is from, at least this set right here is from them. So it's the same concept as the Q ones as you look at it. All right, so Hang Free has the 1-inch D-rings. All right, so the next thing for me is really getting this lined up together. And you can do this before you go with the D-ring. But the way I do it is I simply stitch it. You can go right to stitching. I'm gonna do this one first to kind of show you guys. You can go right into stitching it. I'm not a seamstress. but I could definitely make this happen. Got my little needle right here. And I just go through a bunch of times. Now you can get a tighter stitch or stronger. You can get this stronger based off of the materials you use, etc. I don't really care that much. I find that the regular old stitch up yarn and needle works just fine for me. If you want it stronger, you can absolutely do that. So there you go. That's one for me. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Tie this and use it on my other one. Again, I am not a guru. I've never sewn anything together in my life, so this is the first. So what I'm gonna do next is get this frizz and stuff off of it. I'm gonna burn it, so I'm gonna go off of camera and burn that. Be back in 1 sec. So you can see now this is how it's looking. You know, a couple of times I actually use, then I'm moving this out of the way because here's what I'm gonna do. You have these to mirror what Q has. I'm going to, this is the front side, let's say. I'm gonna put the paracord through here, run it back this way. And now I got that. I'm gonna just ease this back down. I'm gonna ease it back down so that my electrical kind of shrink wrap gets to it. All right, so it's down here basically. That's a good location for it. Realign this. So for me, that's a good location right here. Now the next step for me, I got it where I want it. I don't care about these gloves, so what I'm gonna do is put this over here and then use some glue. There we go. Just to get everything together. Give it that extra hold as well. So there you have it with that one. Same thing for the other one while we're waiting on that. I'm gonna cut this extra little pieces off. And as you see right here, I'm just gonna stitch this together. or so. I don't know the right phraseology, so excuse me. Horrible at this again. I am not an expert. Let's just do it nice and tight. All right, I think that's good enough. Cut that off. I'm gonna put a little bit of fire to it off camera. All right, so there you have this one. And I'm just gonna pull that stitch up some, give it more on this for a moment. And the reason why is because I want this loop. Again, this is the front end right here. So push it through. Have that Q Sling come, that Sling Devil come through. Got it twisted up, okay. And then just get your stitch to come back down. Loosen one end, tighten up the other. Just so you can get that placement right. So very similar to the other side right now. I'm gonna pull it down just a little bit more actually. All right, looks good. Do some glue. This glue giving me a difficult time. Let me switch out that glue. Go with my messy glue. And the reason why it's messy because it's glued together right now. All right, so we're back to this one. I'm gonna get a little bit more glue on this. Really want this to bond together, create a stronger hold right here. All right, let's see if it's about the same length. I did this one time and it was a separate length. So after that dries up, I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes or so. We're gonna come back. And then the final step is just to go ahead and put a heat gun to it. Now you could use some fire. I choose the heat gun, just my preference. I feel like I can control it a little bit better. So that's what I do. But guys, while we're waiting, some of the things I wanted to tell you guys about. I got a new partnership with Dye Free Company on all their products. Use code LeGrant Tactical. This here is a Kung Fu grip. I'm going to be talking more about that in my next video. But you can use LeGrant Tactical and get 10% off your purchase there. So they got some real cool stuff. Really love the graphics up here. It's actually really fun to see this and see someone that looks like me, or a good representation of me. This is the first time I've seen it on like weaponry type stuff. So it's really cool to see. Talk a little bit more about that. But if you guys are into Kung Fu grip and anything that Dye Free Company has to offer, then use code LeGrant Tactical and get that 10% discount. And then next up, I got that Phantom Defense Company. This is where I get my 8.6, 300 blackout, all rifle ammo and pistol ammo, 9mm, etc. Really good deals. You can use code LeGrant Tactical again and then get a discount. So again, I don't get paid for any of this stuff right here. Just really a great opportunity to show your support, and you guys are buying ammo anyway. So look, at least go to their website, check it out, because I think you'll be pretty impressed. They got good stuff. They got good ammo, good quality ammo for better deals than anything else I've been seeing on the market. All right, so let's say our 5 minutes are up and this is dried. Next thing I'm gonna do is just slide this down. All right, and now you have your Q kind of sling set up right here. Same thing with this one. There we go. Slide that on. And you can see it begin to form. Like, this is it. And then the final step, I'm going to do off camera again, just using a heat gun to heat it up to your preference. And we will be right back. All right, folks, we're back. I used the heat gun, and here are the results. Still fairly warm. I wanted to make sure that I didn't overheat it. I can put a little bit more heat on that one, actually. But you can see here, and I'm pulling it apart. Pretty cool setup. Now, I'm on the hunt for a little bit more glossy looking shrink wrap. And it looked like they used 2 layers or something in here. So I'm going to figure that out. It's like a clear coat, and then they put this over it because it's a lot thicker than this. I'm going to try to source that though. So here you have it. If you're doing yours any similar way to how I did it, you should be good to go. All right. All right, folks.